Welcome back to Dario Outdoors YouTube channel and welcome to Hawaii. In this series, I'm going to be hiking, snorkeling, and exploring all that these beautiful islands have to share with me. This adventure starts here, on the north shore of Oahu. Check out this beautiful view we get to start the video with. I am so excited for this adventure and so grateful for this opportunity. I hope you guys love coming along for the ride. I woke up pretty early this morning from the jet lag, so I decided to go on a walk. Ended up here, sat down at the beach, and just enjoyed this sunrise. After breakfast, we went on a little walk to explore the area. We were staying right outside the Ritz-Carlton. They had these stables here with these beautiful horses, and obviously Turtle Bay was stunning. Just look at that water. We then went down to Waimea Beach. This was formed where the Waimea River meets the ocean, and it was so pretty. The waves were massive though, and only very experienced surfers were allowed to go out there. Back at Turtle Bay, we went on another walk, and I just cannot get over how green everything here is. Look at how beautiful this is. The trail led us into this little forest before revealing this big, beautiful banyan tree sticking out. It then led us to yet another beautiful bay where I went for my first swim of the trip and did this amazing dive. Although this beach was gorgeous and the water was a beautiful teal, it was pretty cloudy and you couldn't really see much underwater. On our way back from the beach, we took the trail along the coast for some more great views of the bay. We then stumbled across this pillbox from World War II. This was the first one I'd seen, but I later found out these are scattered all across Oahu. They placed these strategically along the coast to keep an eye out for enemy boats or submarines. When we got back to Turtle Bay, I did a little bit of snorkeling and this Christmas wrasse caught my eye. I then saw this reef triggerfish, but we'll talk more about him later. I get caught up in this big wave and find a full pocket of sea urchins. With their spikes, they are about as wide as a basketball and not something I am interested in touching. Feel free to make fun of my tourist snorkel mask in the comments, but I love it and I will never give it up. I then see this big school of yellow goatfish before getting distracted by this female speckled parrotfish. These fish are red and white like this one when they're a female, but they can actually change their gender when they get older and turn into a shiny blue male. Also, if you see one, make sure you thank it because they eat hard dead coral and poop it out into small pieces that actually makes up much of the sand on the beaches themselves. I was trying hard to keep up, but she just outswam me. This sunset was a beautiful way to end a great weekend up north. I was also very pleasantly surprised with how bright the stars were up north. These two photos were from my phone, and then this time-lapse was from the GoPro. We then went back down to Honolulu. This is where you guys get to meet Nick. Shout out Nick if you're watching this. We spent the afternoon walking around Waikiki. It's gorgeous, but it's not really my thing with all the crowds. Right as the sun was going down, we decided to go on a moped ride.
These are fun.
Yeah,
these are a lot of fun.
Upgraded as well.
Yeah, this thing's sweet.
Sick wave right there, right where that boat is. Like, see where the waves are breaking, right there. And there's another sick one that's straight out, but it's all flat right now.
It's my first full day back here in Honolulu. I'm starting with a hike from my buddy's neighborhood, and I'm just gonna walk through the neighborhood all the way up to the trailhead. But this is the walk there. steep, very, very steep. I'm not quite out of the neighborhood yet into the trail, but check out these views. That's all of Honolulu right there. It's just gorgeous. I'm sure it's gonna get better as I get up. All right, just an extra mile and 500 feet of elevation gain, and I made it to Waihila Ridge State Recreational Area. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But now we can start the hike. Being out of the sun and into the forest feels so much better. It's probably a good 10-15 degrees cooler in here as it was when I was walking up the road over there. This hike is gorgeous. It is like straight uphill so far, very steep. Definitely not the hiking conditions I'm used to being in Colorado, and it's like 75 right now and humid, but it is gorgeous. And I love all forms of nature. Now we are descending a little bit down this trail. So far, it's been really fun though. But this is pretty steep, I'll say that. Here's the view southeast. I mean, it is just, wow. Check out the mountains over here. I think this is where I'm heading. This is somewhere over here. Check out this paradise. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. This trail is going like straight downhill right now. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but that's like a 6 to 8 foot drop right there. I guess we'll go this way maybe. I don't want to just show you overlooks. Check out, this is what the trail looks like. Mostly, I mean, you can see Honolulu poking through right there, but it's mostly bushed in, which is nice because it's shady, and that sun is hot right now. I don't think that's the mountain I'm going to, but I will update you if it is. Wow, this has got to be the prettiest view I've seen on this entire trip. Paradise on earth. Isn't it just amazing? So lucky to be here. Huh. Well, which way should we go, left or right? Guess let's check all the trails, huh? I'm taking the same video like 12 times because I just keep getting further up. So beautiful though. I'm starting to get up here and I'm high enough that we're starting to get to this rope section. We'll see how far I go because I think at one point of the trail, All Trail says it's 99% grade, and I'm not a rock climber, so we'll see what happens. I'm only hiking to my skill level. This trail's getting sketchy. This side, cliff. This side, cliff. And I'm cutting right down the knife's edge. 360 degree views up here. Just gorgeous. I think that mountain is not the one I'm going to. I think this trail goes to that one. But I'm definitely not going to be doing any rock climbing. I think that's the trail right there. We'll see how I feel when I get there. Trail conditions are pretty good. Not too slick or anything. Overgrown, so my legs are getting tripped up a little bit and scratched, but overall not bad so far. How about one more video of the same view? I'm just kidding, there's gonna be more. Here's my POV right now. Just straight cliff sides on both sides. Gotta be extra careful not to slip, or this, actually I guess this would not be the last video. You will never see this video. Ba, ba, dum, bum, bum, bum. I mean, just look at this. This rope climbs ain't bad. I think the really tough spot has a rope up it, so as long as that's well maintained and safe looking, I'll probably go for it. So far nothing's been too sketchy, honestly. I mean, like, besides the really high exposure, the trail's been very well maintained. You're just walking along the ridgeline. Ooh. Getting pretty tight up in here. This ain't too bad. There's footholds and the ropes are really helpful. Thank you, tree. You'd see it a couple more times. This time at least it's on my head. Oh, but my goodness. All right, I think this is the really tough, steep push right here. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, obviously, if you look either way, the exposure is crazy. But the trail itself is pretty wide, at least for the most part. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna record this final push. So far, this has not been too crazy. We'll see what happens when I get to the top, but this is the first rope I've even seen. It's mainly just been footholds, following a lot of footholds. I mean, as you can tell from my breath, oh wow, it's not easy, but it wasn't too bad. That is the bad push, I think. Man, you can see everywhere from up here. Whew. This is the vertical push right here. It's not too terrible with the rope and these deep foot pits. Find some decent traction. I will say I am really glad that I brought my hiking shoes here, because this is probably the best use I've ever had for hiking shoes. I don't know, I'm no expert. 99 is kind of crazy though, so I'm thinking no. High enough up now that I can see the other side of the island. It's gorgeous. All the way around. Honolulu is still there. The trail goes this way, so wish me luck. About to cross across this ridgeline right here, up that mountain, and that'll be my summit where I eat lunch. Check this out. I mean, I'm a Colorado Rocky Mountains boy through and through, but this is so gorgeous. So it turns out this trail actually keeps going, and you can see it along that ridge line over there. So maybe one of these other days I'll come from that side, wherever that goes. But I think this is where I turn around today. Top of Mount Olympus, views of Honolulu, beautiful mountains. What a way. Welcome to Oahu. This is, wow. Honestly, I don't even think I need the rope, but I don't really want to take this fall either, so we'll hold on to it. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Now it's getting steep. Alright, I take it back. Definitely want the rope right now. Alrighty. Shoot this way, that way, this way. Around the trees, keep that over there. Oop. Back through here. There you go. That way people have a rope. Look at it, it's all lumpy. Whop, whop, whop. Ooh, close one. All right, gotta be a little more careful. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, that's the spiciest spot, I think. We're back down the really sketchy part. Now I got this view on my way through these thorns. I'll keep you updated. Almost at the 5-mile mark. Slowly making our way back. The way down is much easier. I mean, you gotta be careful not to slip, but my heart rate's not 160, so I'll take the wins. I finished all my water back at the top, and the sun is beating down on me right now, so I'm getting thirsty. So hopefully I can make it out of here within an hour from the top, so maybe another 45 minutes or so. But obviously you got to take my time. The trail's quite skinny, and there's a lot of exposure at parts, and I do not want to be falling down the mountain. Keep you updated. Well, unfortunately, my windsock for my GoPro just fell off, and I backtracked probably about half a mile, but I couldn't find it. So if the audio is different for the rest of the video, you know why. Okay, I just made it back to the real trail. Once again, I do want to say, even though I kept going, I'm a very experienced hiker. Please hike to your level of comfortability, and maybe even a step below that. Just be safe out there. I should be about a mile away from the trailhead now. Don't be like me. Make sure you bring enough water. I finished mine back at the top, and I am hurting. It's so hot and humid. Only a mile left though. I made it back down to the pine trees here. I'm so glad to almost be done. This hike is taking it out of me. That was a toughie. I'm also going to get picked up from the parking lot instead of walking the 1.7 miles back down the hill. Whew. Man, am I glad to see this parking lot. Now I just gotta wait until I see my ride show up. While I lay here and wait for my ride, I'm gonna end my hike. Total was 5 hours, 7.65 miles, 3,050 feet of elevation gain. Pretty gnarly. I am back. Same day, 2 adventure. Faster, baby. There ain't nothing to see though. There's no fish.
Smoked? I'm getting smoked out here, dude. Oh no!
I might get a little barrel
to delete that video. Never play it for anyone. Oh. All right, starting the hike.
Today's hike is Monoa Falls Trail. This is a super short, easy hike, just under 2 miles and 600 feet of elevation gain. And you go through this really green, lush forest on the way to the waterfall. And then when you get there, you're greeted by this beautiful 150-foot waterfall. Really recommend, super easy and quick.
After a pretty slow day yesterday, today I am out here getting started kind of early. Not as early as I wanted to, but we got a nice hike and then I'll come back to dip in the beach. All right, we got past the beach. We're now entering the town of Lanikai, and I'm going this way where all the tourists are going. Okay, after a short mile hike or walk, we are now at the trailhead. I made it to the top of the hike. Gorgeous view of the islands down there. If you look this way, you got the mountains. And I think I was on that one the other day. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right one in the video. But just check out the beautiful views here. So this is the Lanikai Pillbox Trail. I mean, it's gorgeous. But I'm not taking videos of the Pillboxes because they're full of people. I'm here at Lanikai Beach. The beach is absolutely gorgeous. Nice white sand, but the water is so murky. Ready? Watch this. Can't see anything. But I'm gonna enjoy this dip and then I'll update you where I'm going next. I'm starting on the second real hike of the day. I walked through the Botanical Gardens, but those weren't a real hike. I mean, I don't know what technically classifies as a real hike. This is paved, so is this even a real hike? I don't know. Anyway, gonna go check out this lighthouse. I was trying to get some decent ones.
You guys see whales yet? Have you been up there?
No, I haven't seen any. I haven't been.
I saw 3 groups yesterday. I just talked to some people coming down. They said they saw.
Another little pillbox here. I was gonna hop on the trail over to the lighthouse, but it is closed. So I guess I'm starting to head back now. Go for it. Check that out. It's like 2 dragon's nostrils.
I ended up going down to Diamond Head, but you actually need a reservation, so I had to turn around. Trying to make the most out of this busted day, I decided to walk down to the beach.
Gorgeous beach. I just went around the corner and I've got it all to myself now. Alright, stashing my stuff under these bushes. I have the beach pretty much all to myself. I mean, it's not the sandiest beach, but hopefully it's got some good snorkeling. Check out this shell, it's like a beautiful purple color. That's really cool. Not a bad spot to hang out for a little while. I started all the way over there at Cromwell's Beach, and now I'm at Kalai Cliffs Beach Park. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep walking down the shoreline, just trying to make the most out of a kind of busted day. So stay tuned. We got some surfers out here, just catching these little breaks. I tried to snorkel over there, kind of like in between the 2 beaches, but it's just so shallow, and the reefs aren't like, they're pretty dead looking. So there's a handful of fish, but it's not too exciting. So just gonna enjoy the sun and the sand and the beach and see what happens. Okay, I'm not quite sure where I'm at, but it looks like this is where I'm getting out because I can't swim around that wall over there. I don't know, Lanikai Beach. Just continuing back to Honolulu, I guess. Made it to, I don't know, the 5th beach of the day or so. Made it down to Waikiki. Check this out, this is really pretty. Love a good coastline walk. I bet you there's some good snorkeling over here. I don't know if you're allowed to go in though.
This is where today's adventure concludes. My buddy's on his way to pick me up, but what a beautiful spot to end at. And that's a wrap on the first episode of this Hawaii series. This trip was packed with adventure, and there's still so much more to come. From insane hikes to unreal snorkeling spots, I barely scratched the surface of what Hawaii has to offer. If you're enjoying the journey so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Let me know in the comments, what's your dream Hawaii adventure? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.